Sunday morning, waiting for people to file in. Do-do-do-do. Good morning. I'm just trying out the music that we have on this. Good morning, everybody. Sound off in the comments. Hey, Beverly, good morning, darling. Look at me. Look at the big girl that I am. And I have new streaming software. So we're going to be able to see both screens. We're going to be able to stream to Facebook as well. I should be streaming on Facebook. So what we're going to be doing today is follow up on my December 16th reading. Oh, give me a thumbs up. Can everybody hear me okay? Is it coming? Am I coming through? Am I clear? Just want to make sure that everything's working. So on December 16th, I did a reading about Elon Musk and Grimes when they allegedly broke up. And I said they're not broken up. They're absolutely not broken up. They are still together, if not taking a break. Oh, thank you, my darling. Hey, it came up as Facebook user. Who is that said, hey, Anna, hugs and kisses? I don't know why it came up as a Facebook user, but we'll take what we can get. This is our maiden voyage using StreamYard software, which is pretty cool, or StreamYard. So streaming to a couple of different platforms right now. And this is what Alicia and I use on Friday nights for our Doing Tarot program that we do together. So December 16th, I did a reading for Elon Musk and Grimes breaking up. I did not believe that they broke up. And in the last few days, there was an announcement that they have, hey, Miranda, oh, that's my cousin. Hi, Miranda. So there was she did an article with Vanity Fair. She was being interviewed, Grimes, and they heard a baby cry in the background and kind of ignored it and then asked a few more questions. And then there were two babies crying in the background. And she finally fessed up that she had a baby, I think in December, baby girl. And she does have a name. It's much longer, but the first baby they're calling X, the second one they're calling Y. So is there going to be a Z? But those of you that watched the first reading, and I will put that in the comments as well. I was kind of on the fence with Elon Musk. I wasn't quite too sure about him. I was like, he's kind of weird, I don't know. But I started to like him a little bit more after he had that little mishap with the Cybertruck when he was debuting it. And I certainly like Grimes a whole lot. Like, I'm not like a super fan. I said that in the last reading. Hey, Christine. So I'm not a super fan, but I do like what she does. And I was saying in the last reading that she's doing some kind of project with experiential art, not just straight music, not just straight um, like composing, but she's doing something very different that was going to involve like a lot more activity on her part. So the interesting thing is that I don't know if that was the baby that I was picking up on, but she did say that part of the reason why they didn't make a big to-do about having this second baby is because they aw, thank you. I'm gonna pop that up there. Woo! Look at that, I can pop up comments. Thank you so much, darling. Um Yeah, Alicia and I are very much cut from the same cloth. I think it's kind of funny. I was really I was really glad to find her on YouTube, and now that we're doing some work together and having a good time on Friday nights with all you wonderful people, it's really it's something I look forward to every week. So, and I was just texting with her, so she'll probably show up any minute. But so they did ask for some privacy, and they didn't ask for it. They didn't demand it. It wasn't like a Harry and Meghan kind of thing where they were like, ah, please give us privacy, and then we're going to press release all over the place. She just said, we were just trying to be low key about this. So I don't want to dive too deeply into the baby. Oh, thank you, Anna. Doing all my own production work here too, so I'm having stuff up on the screen. Um, so I want to, would you real quick how the relationship is going? Because I actually predicted they were still together. So I want to see how the relationship is going. So, and this is my Dark Mansion Tarot set. I love this deck. I'm going to change the view a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Hopefully you guys will see a little bit better. I'm going to work on, this is, again, maiden voyage with Streamware or StreamYard. So it's super easy to set up if anybody wants to get it. It's like, this was like ridiculously easy to set up. I couldn't believe how easy it is. Let's take a look at Grimes and Musk. And then right in the middle, we'll see the status of the relationship. I got a bunch of different deck sets. So I hope you all are not too tired from the time change. I'll be honest, the one thing I'm not looking forward to today is changing all my manual clocks. I do have manual clocks in here. So Grimes and we're just going to get the general sense of the energy of the communicated. I'm going to read these cards upright today. I don't always read them upright, but I did read that he was in possibly some kind of other relationship. Like recently, I saw that there was possibly another girl involved with him. Um, oh my, oh my. So, and then we've got, let me just do a quick shuffle. Hey, Rob, under the surface. That kind of makes sense to me what I read about them the last time. Okay, Anna, you said that Natasha and Elon have had an on and off relationship. God, I hope he's not like doing like the Bill Gates thing where like he stays in a relationship for like ever and then and Beverly, you are a super fan and I love you, honey. I am so glad. You're like one of my first biggest fans. I love that you're here all the time. You are dedicated. So what I'm getting out of this is Grimes over here. Now, and I said this in the other reading on December 16th. And if you want, you can go back into my YouTube. I might put a link in this after the video post. Hang on, my Invisalign is getting funky. Oh, Rob, I'm on earpods, so I'm going to work out the sound over the next few weeks. I'm still working on setting up the studio outside, and I have my Invisaligners in. So I'm like, yeah, with my Invisaligners. Last night, I actually had them out. We were at a friend's house, and I bit my tongue because my teeth are the bite was all shifted. If you're shouting in from Facebook, make sure you tell me who you are because everybody's coming up as Facebook user, which is so weird. It's probably a setting I have to work on, but so we'll figure that out. But so for Grimes, she really doesn't need, like I hate to be like, she don't need no man, but I do need help, Rob. Yeah, I like all kinds of help, baby. And Rob, I need to do some Mario Karting maybe in a little while. Hey, Shelley. So, Beverly, this deck is the Dark Mansion Tarot. It is available on Amazon. I think they have the deck with the different back though. I think the back is different. But so Grimes is really a gal in charge of her own day. You know, she doesn't need a man. She's perfectly content. She is not a gold digger by any stretch of the imagination. She's really like a super creative, and she, you know, really enjoys her career. She doesn't need to hang on somebody else's tailcoat. The trappings of uber success, like of the level of Elon Musk, is not something that she really needs in her life. She doesn't need a Learjet. She doesn't need 27 vacations a year. She doesn't need $8,000 worth of plastic surgery every 6 months. Like she doesn't need any of that. She's really quite content. But I do see that there is this sadness in separation, and there's some anxiety that goes along with it. She has said that, you know, publicly on interviews and on social media that he is her soulmate. And I kind of got that from the other readings that there's this connection. Oh, now we have two things. Connection. There's this connection that they have. And I hesitate to say, you know, the twin flames thing. A lot of people ask me about twin flames. My belief is that we are part of a much bigger construct of energy that and I hate to be like, you know, the force like moves and penetrates us, you know? But I do think it's more of a fabric of energy that we interface with different energies. We aren't just ascribed to one particular individual. Now, there is this whole concept of that we were originally a hermaphroditic energy and that we were chosen into, and that there is a male part and a female counterpart, a dark and a light, however you want to describe that. But I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like we kind of drift in and out of other energies orbit as needed for the progress of the soul. So, you know, or the energy or whatever you want to call it. So, there certainly is some sadness and disappointment on her side. I think there's a level of the cool girl. Like this is it's almost like she's self-sacrificing for him, like, okay, I'm just gonna be cool with this whole thing and yeah, he'll come around. I think that's kind of she's taking a very passive action toward this, and she's got her and I don't want to describe a baby like it's a little piece of him. She's got that and the interactions is with that. But there's something odd about the relationship that's off. I don't know if it's the way he's behaving toward her. There's something a little bit off. Again, for entertainment purposes only. I got my scroll going at the bottom, I think. Um, so there's just something a little bit off, and she's a little bit sad about it, and a little bit stressed about it. It's almost like she feels like it's slipping out of her grasp. Now on his side, so he is the schmoozy guy right now. He's doing a little bit of schmoozing. I feel like he is kind of doing a little juggling at the moment. Um, I where are my Alicia Whipper down here? Alicia Whipper Psychic Trio. Those of you that watch me know that I kind of clear away the cobwebs with this and I'm trying to dig in. And those of you who watched the other video on December 16th also know that I find it very hard to get into Elon's spirit. He's a little bit closed off in terms of it's like almost like he has this psychic guard put up. Now, I'm wondering if that's because he's so involved in you know, electronics and computers and so much energy. There's a different kind of energy there. Oh, thank you. Yes, there were two banners. I thought I could run both of them at the same time, but it's just the one that I'm running. So For entertainment purposes only, this is just a tarot reading. I'm just a whole little stupid psychic here, and these are just my thoughts and opinions. Please do your own research. Um, but I was right on the one from December 16th. They were not broken up. They were having a baby. So let me check. I'm going to change that banner. Let me change the banner. There we go. And there we go. Wait, wait. Let's see if we can do both. I can only do one at a time. All right. So we'll do the for entertainment purposes only for now. So, so he's got a little bit of a juggling thing going on here. I think he's not sure what he wants. So we've got our Knight of Cups, we've got the Page of Pentacles. He's trying to not plant roots. You know, those of you that read, those of you that know a thing or two about tarot, the Page of Pentacles is this self-starter, this great student. It's someone who is, you know, creating the foundation to move forward and have a very, very strong foundation in whatever the endeavor is. There's definitely his family stuff that's going on here. He he doesn't not like anybody. He's not turned off to anybody. Hey, Vanna. So he's not turned off to anybody. But it's like he can't decide what flavor ice cream he likes. Like I did, it's such a weird, you know, read that I'm getting on it, but he's just kind of torn in a whole bunch of directions. And he's got this massive big work project that's like hanging out here. It's like right in front of him. It's like, wow, this is pretty good. I'm getting a little weird perspective. But he's got like a massive work project that's sitting like right in front of him. And then he's got like a whole bunch of gals on the side. I feel like it's three. I'm going to be honest. I feel like there's three there. So you know, we'll take a closer look. I don't know, but he's not doing anybody wrong. I don't want to suggest that. All of this is on the up and up. Um, there are things that he's keeping from certain individuals because he doesn't want to hurt them. But he's not being like super shady. Like, you know, we've got, you know, our shady card here, but he's not being super shady. Um, he is selectively keeping information from certain people so that he doesn't hurt them. And I think it is Grimes that he's keeping a lot of information from. They are trying to keep things very, very civil. They're trying to keep things very close. So strength card. This is taming your wilder instincts. This is not giving in to the base instincts, uh, not being gross and sleazy and hedonistic. That's really what we're trying not to do here. And they're also trying to be very lighthearted and just like, well, let's see how this works. Let's see where this goes. Let's just kind of keep doing what we're doing and see what happens. Like we're just gonna, you know, kind of coast with it. So I think that's a good attitude. But I want to do some advice for Grimes because I do think she's holding back a little bit. And she did say and I think it was Vanity Fair, she said in the article that the baby was policy. I had my first baby was policy. Do you want to talk about challenging and what that'll do to your brain? My first baby stayed up for 4 days straight, and I was hallucinating by the time the 4 days was over. So it was pretty intense. So colic is really nothing. It's like you have a cranky baby. It's a nice little thing. You have a cranky baby. So um, manage that question. We'll see. Well, I'm gonna say. Oh, and speaker here. I'm just gonna pop up your comment. So somehow I don't know why, but I like it. Yeah, right? Like I didn't like him for the longest time. I thought he was like kind of obnoxious and kind of snotty about how smart he was. But then I was like, oh my god, I kind of like him. He's kind of fun. Yeah, and you know what? I think and I said it in the other reading, I think that they have a very unique and interesting parenting technique. And I think the kids are going to be brilliant. I think Grimes is absolutely brilliant. She has a very interesting, intuitive, and academic body of knowledge. Let's just put it that way. And I think there are some people that can very easily tap into the universal knowledge, even though they are in the physical. Wow, losing viewers. We're down to 3. Stick with me, guys. So let's take a look at what Grimes should do. What should she do? What does she want? We're going to do. What does she do? What does she want? What should she do? What does she want? Right. What should she do? So she does. What does she want? She wants it not to be a lot of work. She wants the relationship to transform. Death card is all about transformation. She does not want all this effort. I think she wants to get married. The justice card is about having legal agreements, binding agreements, the settlements, that sort of thing. But I think she wants a more formalized relationship. Even you could be the most unusual person, but at the end of the day, you really do want that commitment from someone. So whether that is some kind of non-traditional binding agreement, relationship, a hand passing ceremony, whatever you want to call it, there is always um, that want for them. She doesn't want the relationship to be heavy. She wants it to transform. Um, and what should she do? She should continue to be the captain of her own ship. This is telling me that she should just continue doing what she's doing, and that possibly he will eventually fade back. Because she really is a person of substance. I know I said fade back. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but I think he is going to fade back. Same 2 cards as before. Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Maybe the overthinking card. I think we're going to see like a different transformation of the relationship. I don't know if we're going to stay together. I think it's almost like what I'm seeing is there's a list. They both have a list. There's a few things that are not checked off on his list. And those are things that are not on his list. Those are his non-negotiables. So what's coming in with him? Go ahead, producer. Regipedia has entered the room so he could fact check me in. He said he thought so. So let's take a look at the overview of the relationship. The overview of the relationship. And I'm going to get to your question, honey. Overview of the relationship. What is our destiny? There's some communication that's missing between the two of them right now. Oh, okay. Voice quality is making it hard. No, if everybody's patient, let's see if I can switch over to another mic, okay? Sit tight, everybody. Sit tight. Can you hear me? Everybody, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. That was extreme close up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumbs up. Can you hear me? Oh, good. Okay, you can hear me. Fantastic. So I'm going to take these suckers out. Can you still hear me? Thumbs up. All right. Let's do this. All right. So get back in the groove here. So now I got wires all over. So the relationship here needs to have a new beginning. We have our Ace of Wands right in the middle. Ace of Wands is new beginnings. This is new solid foundations with fiery passion. So they need to kind of get back to that initial relationship excitement. Just that heavy, awesome, new, like when you first start dating somebody, it's really fired up. That's a new start for them. This taming of the beast again is coming up. So I think this is um that not being able to choose the oh, Grimes is dating Chelsea Manning. Okay, let's take a look at that too. Wow, look at that. We got another one. Thank you, Sally, baby. I'm gonna pull that up. So yeah, and I just said it just doesn't look like things are great. There's like super transformation that has to go here. So ultimately, there's going to be a much more happy relationship. But here is breaking down. God bless you. And here is transformation again. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is nostalgia, looking back on the past, looking at traditional values, how things should be. 10 of Swords, how people are seeing them. The other people are seeing them as done. Hopes and fears, 5 of Swords, which is difficulty, struggle. We don't want to see that struggle there. And then ultimate outcome, King of Pentacles, which is being in charge. So are they in a poly relationship? Are they in poly relationship, or I'm gonna stick with poly relationship, not open relationship. Oh. So I do think that there was too much of a good thing going on here. And I think that's why we keep getting that strength card, curbing your baser notions and instincts. I think that's why we're getting that. And I think altering that is creating some sadness. I think the ice cream thing makes sense now. Not being able to choose what flavor ice cream you want. There's that sloppy shuffle on Sunday morning. And moving on to other things. So let's see. Who is Chelsea Manning? I have to look it up. I'm sorry. Chelsea Manning. Chelsea Manning.
Is it Chelsea? Chelsea. Chelsea Manning. Let's see. Chelsea Manning. Chelsea Manning. Blah, 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 blah. They're getting serious. They U-hauled it. Oh, they've been living together in Austin. Okay, this is page 6. Interesting. Just came out on March 11th. Let's see. Grimes, Chelsea Manning. Yeah, I think this deck wants to be put away. Mr. Slippery. Let's put that away. Selenite on. Oh, we're going to take that quartz away from my computer. Wait, really? Hang on. Hang on, I'm reading this. Oh my, that is. Oh my. Okay. Okay. It the article's on page is page 6. So let's see. And that is the transgender soldier. Wow. She's so interesting. Grimes, that is. Grimes and Chelsea Manning. Grimes and Chelsea Manning. Oh. Oh. So, Two of Wands, building new futures together, making plans, doing something interesting. And I just have to move one of these decks. Sorry, guys. I'm like this. I'm like all squished up in here between the electronics. So, Two of Wands, setting things in motion into the future. The sky is the limits here. But then we're crossed with our Four of Wands, our happy home upside down. That means that this is disruption. It's not going to be smooth sailing as some of us would like. We do want to see people have smooth sailing in their relationships, especially when kids are involved. Then we've got our Two of Pentacles on top, the Five of Wands, which is conflict. This is when I have it this way, it is cooperative work, being graceful and nimble, if you will, in problem solving. And when I get it in reverse, it's more of chaos or drama for drama's sake. We'll see that sometimes, but this is like complications. It's almost like it feels like gears that are not working together, that they're just not working together. It's a weird coupling. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this is, because this King of Swords, it's like bad information out there. So let's see. Is this a nonsense story? Is this a troll article? Is this just craziness thrown out there? Craziness thrown out there. Weird stuff for weird's sake. King of Cups. Our Page of Swords in reverse and our Magician. Okay, so these two when we get that Page of Swords is usually bad information, bad electronic information. And the magician is creating an illusion. So I do think that this is a bit of an odd story to come out. And this King of Cups is throwing me. I'm not sure what this King of Cups is all about. Trying to set something in motion, trying to create a good vibe. It's just not really making any sense. Let's pull out our pendulum. Let's get our pendulum out. Do a little smoke. Ooh, warm this up. This thing is ice cold. Is Grimes dating Chelsea Manning? Is she dating Chelsea Manning? I'm getting a no. And I'm sorry that you guys can't see this better. I'm trying to move my hand out of the way. Is this a troll article that we're all reading? Troll article. Is it a troll article? Yes, troll article. Okay. All right. All right. So there we go. We got this one. Hey, Nicole. Yippee! Good morning. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. It definitely is a weird. You know what? We'll take a look at that, Anna. We'll take a look at that. See if it's some bad PR from him. I honestly, I'm not getting the sense that like he's trying to put any bad PR out on her. Oh, I pull my pendulum out, Beverly. I will pull that out. So Grimes is, Elon's feeling about Musk. Oh, for Pete's sake, I need more coffee. Sally, 100%. Media sucks right now. So that's why all of you are looking at tarot readers for the real story. How does Elon feel about Grimes as a parent? How does he feel about hers as a parent? How does he feel about her as a parent? How does he feel about her as a parent? So he definitely thinks that the two of them, their children, will benefit from his input. He feels that, he is. There's a bit of an ego on him. He does have a lot of respect for her, and for how intelligent and well read and educated she is. It was what had attracted him to her in the first place. But he does feel like, it's going to take the two of us. Like, I need to have a lot of input in this child's development. So, which, good on him. I'm glad he's that kind of a guy. He's very defensive of the way that he parents and his goals as a parent. He's very defensive of that. So, Beverly, oh my God, you are so funny. You are a riot. I love you, doll. I don't know if you can trust me as much as CNN. I don't know. I'm tapped into it's all kinds of crazy stuff. Who knows? So he is trying to keep a lot of influence there. He is trying to find different ways to influence the media, influence her parenting. he's not being manipulative as much as he's just being a very present source, and trying to direct things, and give constructive information. He really is. You know what? I think he's a good dad, and I think she's a good mom. And I said it in the reading from December 16th, that like she really marvels at the process of being a parent and the process of having children. It's like she's in awe of the parenting, and having a baby, and the whole process. She like really marvels at it. So and there's a level of curiosity from both of them toward child rearing that is very different from any other people that I've ever spoken with about parenting. And I have children myself, and for however I am raising them, I think they're pretty good human beings. They're fairly entertaining, and very good kids. So I give them props. So no, and Nicole, I don't think that he wants to be an absentee dad at all. I think he's not like going to disappear like Tom Cruise did and just kind of pay the bills. He's not going to be that kind of dad. But he's trying to find the sweet spot of balancing and cooperation, and creating a new process of parenting with the two of them, which I think there are no two better people to be able to do that. I think it's very interesting, and he's quite good at blending the families too, apparently. So that's kind of the vibe that I get here, is that he's very good at integrating all of the kids together. It's not like there's these kids and these kids and these kids. He really does have like, it's almost like he has like team building exercises like you would have like at a corporate company. He does have like this whole and I know that sounds really terrible to say like he does team building with his kids. I don't think that he does, but I think that he does really integrate them, and make sure that everyone's working together, and they're all on the same page, and everyone's achieving as per their aptitude. I'm using like all these guidance counselor words, but so let's take a look at how Natasha is feeling about it. So wait, we'll do, is he, thank you, Anna, is he angry about the article that Grimes did? Start there. No, this jumped out, so I'm going to use the card, but I'm going to keep shuffling. No, I don't think that he is. I think he is aware that it was just a circumstance, and there really wasn't much that she could do about it. The kids outed her. It wasn't like she outed herself. The kids outed her. Revelations. It's okay. He wishes she hadn't done the article, hadn't done the interview. There's a level of disappointment that she did not utilize better means to have them concealed while she was doing the interview. But I don't think that he's mad at her. The reason that those kids were so nearby is because she's a good mother. And he respects that. It's like, it is what it is. We did our best. We tried to keep it quiet, and now we just kind of have to, deal with the fallout from it. And, people know now. So it is what it is. It's, they got a little bit of private time. So, I think it's really, really super of them that they kept it quiet, like the Kylie Jenner first pregnancy, like she kept that super quiet. Nobody even knew what was happening. And then you have these other individuals that are like, stop following me. Everyone's paying attention. I just want to be a private citizen and not a royal. Oh, gee, I wonder who I'm talking about. And surprise, surprise, now we're having a baby. I think I think he's disappointed that she didn't make more of an effort, but it was really a situation of circumstance, because she had the kids nearby because she's a good mom. So there, we got that. And then, so Nicole, just so that she was doing the interview, it was like on a Zoom call or a FaceTime, and the interviewer, I'll see if I can tag the article in the description when I post this. So she was answering questions and she heard a baby in the background, but a small baby, the interviewer, and she just kind of ignored it, and they just went on to the next series of questions. And then the interviewer turned two babies in the background. And so she's only supposed to have one baby, who is a little bit older than the baby that was crying. So there were some questions from the interviewer, and the interviewer did ask some questions. And she said, well, surprise, I have two children now. And she did express, like I said, that she didn't want too much information out there. They were trying to kind of keep it quiet. So, trying to respect that, looking at their relationship and not at their children. So is Natasha mad at Elon? Natasha. Oh, Elon. Oh, here we go. 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 Heart of the matter. Under the surface. All right. So this is kind of neat. She is upset. She did pick a little bit of a fight with him. And it was because it makes her look bad. It makes her look either like a home wrecker. I'm gonna posit that was a Tom Brady. Is he married to Gazelle? He left his wife, I can't remember what her name is, for Gazelle while she was pregnant. It was a bad look. So Natasha's worried that this is a bad look for her. This looks like that she's kind of interfered with the relationship. And it's not that. It's not that she's interfered with the relationship. But I think that they may sever because she's worried about the judgment. She knows it's kind of a bad look for her if she says anything out loud, meaning in the media. And she doesn't feel great about it. She's like, it was kind of something she was ignoring in the background. It was, the fact that there was this baby out there was something she was just like, all right, it is what it is, but I'm just going to pretend like it's not there. Sometimes people do that. So we're going to light a little more dragon's blood. Keep the room fresh. 'Cause she's fresh. Ha. Remember that song from the 80s? So now, we've got her perspective. His perspective, he's been through this before. He's been through conversations like this before, and he's kind of over it with her. He's like, you know what? Like, I got bigger fish to fry. I got a lot of stuff on my plate, and I really can't get into the minutia of this. Like, either you get on the boat and we go through stormy seas, we go through smooth seas, we have a great time, and you just kind of roll with it. But like, I don't want any of this like craziness. Like, I want you to be high-minded. I want you to think about what you say before you say it. Cause I've got so much, like, I feel like his day planner is just full of appointments and craziness. And there's all kinds of extra stuff that he does on top of it. I feel like he's got a crazy schedule and he doesn't stay on schedule. He's always kind of branching off. He doesn't like how she is trying to manipulate his emotions because he doesn't like it when someone plays like that at the expense of another individual in his life. He will never tolerate girlfriends playing against his ex-wife or his ex-girlfriends. He doesn't like that. He really wants to keep things above board, and it's making things not fun. He's not really having a good time with it. So, she kind of needs to be careful of that. It feels like he might be kind of over that. Like, she's hanging around for a reason, and it's like the trip has run its course, the path has run its course. It feels like that's not going to go very far. So let's get a timing card on it. Let's see if we get some timing. Been doing a lot of timing lately, and like, shame on me. I've always said, like, tarot is really poor at telling time. It's not really great at telling time. Now I'm starting to tell time with tarot. Look at me grow. Let's see if we get some timing. So, Page of Cups. So, cups are a medium speed in terms of timing. The wands are days. The swords are weeks, and the cups are months. So we're looking at like a month or two before they kind of wrap this things up. I think he's just going to be like, look, I just don't have the energy or the time for this. So, and I just want to disclaimer this. I'm not sure if the cups are weeks or months, but I think they're months. So let's go with months. He's not an open book with her anymore. The relationship is not an open book. He feels like she's being a little manipulative. Emotionally, there's some like emotional manipulation going on here, and he does not like it. He's too smart to deal with it. And what's under the surface is that, like, the good stuff is gone. Like, there's no nobility in the relationship now. I feel like she said a few things to him that are going to echo for a long time that just didn't sit well with him. So that is unfortunate, but unfortunate for Natasha, but better for Grimes. Unless she's with Chelsea Manning. Or Chelsea Manning? Chelsea Manning. Weird. That is weird. And yes, there's some gal, Natasha, that they apparently have had a relationship for some time. And I just saw it the other day. Let's see. Elon dating. You know what's so weird? I'm getting like the Grimes dating Chelsea Manning. Nope, that's not it. Elon. All right. I all I'm getting is Elon Musk reportedly has new girlfriend following his breakup with Grimes. This is Australian actress Natasha Bassett. She's very, very pretty. Very pretty. Oh, here, we're better off doing this. Very pretty. So we'll do a little bit more on that. So, but let's do Beverly's here. What about Muskrat Love running for office? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I want him to. I don't know if I want him to run for office. I think I like him being the Nikola Tesla of our time. I think I like him being the mad scientist, Jack Skellington up in his laboratory. I don't know if I want him running the government. I certainly would like him to have some more input into our government. Cards everywhere. Cards everywhere. If we were going to do like high-speed trains, like he needs to do it. I'm just saying. So let's see. Muskie running for office. Muskie. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my stout. No, absolutely not. No, that offer has been made to him and he does not like it. I don't like it. He doesn't like this idea at all. He thinks it's a terrible idea. Again, tarot is about the energy that we're dealing with right now. He does not like the idea of working in government. There's too many broken parts for him. He would have a hard time getting in there. And bureaucracy is a very slow moving steam engine. It doesn't go fast. Elon Musk wants a really quick and innovative decision, and then you put it into action, and then you see if it works. If it doesn't, you go back and you make adjustments and you fix what's not working. That's how he functions. That's how he innovates. He knows that he would be incredibly frustrated. I'm sorry, Beverly. He would be incredibly frustrated with the process of governing. It just, and I think there's a bit of a bad taste right now because of how he was treated by the current administration when they were doing the whole electric car rollout. I think there's, a little bit of a bad taste because of that. But it's not a culture that he would function very well in. He would be really, really, really frustrated with it. I don't know if it's so much the privacy that he would be worried about. I think it's really the process that would be an issue for him. He doesn't want to get into it. It's like walking through syrup. And, if you're going to pass a bill, it goes here and it goes there. And then he's sitting on the steps, like in the Saturday morning cartoon, and he's just kind of pouting. It's like months and months and months to get something passed. He wants to say, here's a problem. Here's a solution. This is a solution that we can do. And let's execute it and build it and make it happen. And like, this is going to happen in 3 stages. And then we're going to test it and we're going to see if it works and we're going to go forward. The lack of cooperation is very off-putting for him. He knows that he already has enemies within the current system of government in the United States. Put it there, in the United States. He knows that he will not be able to affect as much change as he could if he were a private citizen. It's like his worst nightmare to be married to that job. So he does not want to do that, or at least the energies are saying that he does not want to do that. Now, whether or not, so let's look at Beverly. That's awesome. Let's look at small government versus big government. I was kind of looking at like on a more federal level. Let's see, what about a state level? That is going to be interesting. Hope everyone's having fun on Sunday. Thumbs up if you're having fun. Give me a smiley face or a cup of coffee if you need to go get coffee. I don't know what time it is there. I don't know what time it is here. We did the jump ahead or roll ahead or spring ahead. So let's see if Muskie is going to get involved in Texas politics. Yeah. Is he going to dig deep into Texas politics? He going to make some changes in Texas. More like North Carolina accent I just did. So you're going to make changes in Texas. So you're going to get involved in politics in Texas. See what we got. Hmm. Hmm. Are you seeing this, Beverly? Move over just a little. Move over. So this is more of like a maybe, okay? And this leans more on the spectrum of no. Let's take a look. So he does not like that things are eroding, that things are falling apart and not great for everybody. He wants to see progress and prosperity, okay? This is our lawmaking card, and this is about like fairness and equity. He wants to create more, and I hate the word equity because so many people have ruined it. He wants to create more equity and prosperity for all. He is doing that through pronouncements, through getting information out there, through innovation, and again, I hate to say making his voice heard, but making his ideas heard is more of it. And he's a super creator. We already know that. This is what makes things a little bit interesting, this Emperor card, because this is being a thought leader. This is moving forward and crafting ideas along with this Justice card, crafting legislation, laws, processes, and putting them into play, packaging them and making them good for all. These are both equity cards. These are both about creating equitable situations for the people that you're handling. Okay. Ooh, cool little rocket ship, Beverly. Here's a post up Beverly's rocket ship. So here again is our off-putting. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to pull one of these little suckers. On small scale, will he be able to do this? What do we need to know on this one? I got two. So we got movie reel and cat. Let's take a look at those. I still use the book, people. Sorry, I can't memorize everything. So nostalgia, replaying of old stories, and our kitty cat is 9 lives. 9 lives and dealing with the unconscious mind or hidden things. Elon, what are you into? I think he's into something. I think he's trying to find out different ways of working with other people, being manipulative. So I'm reading this amazing book called Nudge, and it's about thought and behavior architecture. And I think it's something like that. He's trying to figure out better ways to work with other individuals that maybe are not as in tune with his ideas, or maybe not as committed to his ideas as possible. So if you're on Facebook, shout out your name, because for some reason you're just coming up as Facebook user. I've got like 10 of you on here. It's so weird. He's afraid that this will box him in, and he won't be able, if he goes into government, he's afraid it's going to box him in, even on a local scale. And he's not going to be able to do what he needs to do. Others think that his message is vital and that his message will be able to make some changes. So, and again, remember, this is on a local Texas, state, local government kind of perspective. But then again, here, he's afraid that it's just going to be a bummer. He's just not going to like this government thing. For now, Beverly, I don't think he's going to make any moves into this. I think he's going to sit tight and keep being Elon Musk for Elon Musk's sake. I don't think he's going to go into government, but I do think that he will give some advisement, and I do think that he will continue to put messages out there. He's certainly capable of doing it, but it seems that he doesn't want to do it because he may have to sacrifice some other things. Um, so hi, D Maluz Zoo. We just did that, so you're gonna have to watch it on the replay. Sorry, but we all kind of think that that's like a fake. It seems like it's a bogus story. Anybody else got some questions while we're going on just over an hour? I don't want to keep everybody from their brunches and lunches and runs out in the wilderness, whatever you do on a Sunday. So, and there's a Facebook user. I'm not sure who you are, but today we're just doing Elon Musk and Grimes' relationship. I may set up for lives to do live readings for y'all. They'll be short readings, but I will keep posting. So follow my group on Facebook, Fortune Cookies Tarot, or follow me on YouTube, Fortune Cookies Tarot by Anna Miller. And what else? Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. If this is your first time here, get on the bus. Friday nights, Alicia Wicker and I do a live at 7 o'clock East Coast time, 4 o'clock West Coast time. And we do all kinds of fun stuff together. So, and Team Lose, we did the new relationship too. So you're gonna have to watch the replay. Sorry about that, but yeah, that new relationship with new relationship. Allegedly, they've been hanging out for a few years, but on and off. But yeah, it seems like she put a little bit of pressure on him, and it was kind of. He's like, meh, not sure he's going to go forward. So let's do some advice for Elon in general. Elon, what do you need to do? Not that I should be telling him what to do, but what should he do about his relationship? Don't you worry, Dimaloos. I'll do plenty of these. I got new streaming software. We're having some fun with it. So let's do some general advisement for Elon Musk. General advisement. What should he do? First couple of cards will tell us if this is professionally, personally, relationship-wise. Hey, Celtic Rune. Oh, he's a little bit sad right now. A little bit sad about work. So we got work-related stuff going on here. And Celtic Rune, this is about Elon Musk. He feels that he's been slighted and he wants to make a restart, have a refresh with the relationship. Possibly this is with the government. Oh, Beverly, here, I'll put it back on. Watch this. Watch. I have a support my channel. There we go. So I'm still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can have the official support my channel on the YouTube and also have subscriptions. So we're working on everything. We're working on everything. So he's trying to get a restart with the work relationship and position himself as not only like a subject matter expert, a trusted resource for the energy issues that are plaguing the United States and the world right now. But he's trying to repackage that message, and he's trying to get it's almost like a kinder, gentler Elon Musk out there politically. So that's kind of interesting, Bev, because if he's been showing up, it's been bothering him, but he knows that he can make a correction to this. I don't want to say he's a good actor, but he definitely is someone who can adjust, and that's why he's looking into ways to adjust his his messaging so that it's more palatable for some of the people who have been negative toward him at this point. So that is very interesting. So working on honing those skills and moving beyond the friction, moving beyond the conflict of concept. He really is trying to get beyond what those the slight that he wasn't included in the electric car conversation. He's going to show them that he can create functional, fiscally responsible processes, but he's not going to be a pushover about it. So this is what he's trying to create a really good balance of. He doesn't want to be, he's not going to be an ass kisser. He does not want to kiss ass to be part of the government. He does not need to be a part of the government. And he's offering up his particular skill set and his mind. He's offering it up to help the masses. If he discovers that this is not to help the masses, I think he is going to back out and not be very kind about it. I think he will be vocal about it if that is the case. I think he's going to take some issue with that. But he's still going to innovate. He's still going to be a moneymaker. He's still going to move forward. He's not going to like it. It's not going to be if he does divert from any kind of cooperative conversation with the powers that be, departments of energy, that sort of thing. If he does, divert his conversation from what they are doing, the friction of the relationship is going to continue. And that's friction. It's just like a very icky standstill of a relationship. He's nobody's puppet. He's not going to be a puppet for them. They want him to be very foolish. They think that he's really dumb. They think that he's a very smart innovator, but they think that he's not very savvy business-wise, and he can't see through the stories. He absolutely can. And he keeps saying, look, I know what's up with you. Let's get a new start. This is why 45 liked him. This is why 45 thought, this is why 45 worked with him in the very similar ways to how he worked with Putin. They really do need to not treat him like a babe in the woods, like he's a scientist that's been buried in the lab for too long. That needs to change. So Celtic rune. So he's shoving his foot back in the door and showing his more multi-purpose, per purpose than other. I don't know if I follow that Celtic rune. Or maybe I need more coffee. I don't know. I've been at this for an hour and 15 minutes. So I think we'll kind of leave it at that. We could see, Anna, I think the girlfriend relationships are a little bit complicated. I felt that there were 3 there. So I think we've got Grimes, Natasha, and I think we might have a third party. It could be the new baby girl. No, and I agree with you. 45 didn't support EV cars, but I think that their working relationship was more respectful, let's put it that way, than how he was being treated by some other people. The problem with really, really bright people, and I happen to live with a really, really bright person who, sometimes they are like, well, I'm very, very smart, and you should just listen to what I'm saying because I'm very, very smart. Sometimes you run into those brick walls with people with those IQs that approach 160. So, it does kind of get in the way, and sometimes you have to say, no, I'm smart too, in different ways. But yeah, we'll do real quick, Anna. I think we'll do a 3 play for the relationships here. So I'm going to have one pile for Grimes, one pile for. I think he is a Swiss Army knife. Yeah, Celtic rune. I think he's a Swiss Army knife. So let's see. We'll have Grimes, Natasha, third person. I don't know who that third person is. So advice for his relationship with Grimes. Don't adhere to those traditional values. Don't adhere to those traditional relationships. The traditional relationship is not what's going to happen in this relationship. Oh, Anna. Natasha is a good pairing for him. There's a lot of emotion there and a lot of excitement there. We'll see where these go. And here's our third party. Oh my. Anna, you might be onto something. This is someone who is less than nobly intended. Okay. This is a mystery person. They're under wraps right now. So back to Grimes. The judgments and bringing things back to life. Sometimes it's like Pet Cemetery. You get it. Church the cat that comes back. Sometimes you can't do a restart. So it's a caution here. Sometimes you don't want to raise the dead. And then we have Natasha. There's not going to be a lot of cooperation on this one. They're going to have some different concepts of where they want to be and what they want to do. And again, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am just a tarot reader. And mystery woman wants to win. So this relationship is about being successful and having the final word and being able to say that I won. So there's a lot of ego that's coming in here. This is not a really, really pure energy here. So back to Grimes. This is a changing thing. We have to break the construct and the concept of what family is, concept of what relationships are, concept of how marriages work. This is a breaking of the wheel, not to quote Daenerys Targaryen, but she really is breaking the wheel of relationships. And then this is going to make everyone happy in the meantime. There is some stock that's put into the relationship. It could have some longevity, but there really is a difference of end game with them. And then this one is trying to create a future. This one is trying to have it all, trying to find success, find notoriety, find all the good things in life. She wants champagne, and I hope it's not Amber Heard for entertainment purposes only. This is just a tarot reading. I hope it's not, because I'm not really a fan of hers. So back to Grimes. He's still going to do the right thing. With Natasha, he is going to be very careful about his interactions with her. He's going to try and be fair, and he's going to try and be a decent guy, but I have a feeling it's not going to be enough for her. I think he's spread a little bit too thin for her. I think she really wants a much more laser focused kind of partner. So, and then this will come to light eventually. We're going to hear more about this. So that will come up. So with that, we're going on an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, wait, Nicole's got a question about Amber. I wonder, with all the information that's coming about her and things that she's done, that is a big mouthful. So Nicole, I don't think I'm going to tackle that this morning because we've already been going for pretty long right here. So I think I'm going to wrap it up, everybody. Please, if this is your first time here, like, share, and subscribe. You can all watch this on the repeat. It'll post on both Facebook and on YouTube, so you can watch it. I'll file it under the live readings. I hope you all enjoyed this. In the comments, please let me know if there's some kind of readings that you would like to see. I'm more than happy to do live readings for you guys. I'll do short readings for you guys. We'll set up a day and I'll let everybody know when it's going to happen. But I think I'm going to keep doing the live format. It works out a lot better for me. I don't have to go through all the trouble of like producing my videos and then putting them up for everyone, and it takes forever to load up and super annoying. So I think this is going to be our platform moving forward, and our processes moving forward. We're going to StreamYard everything. So have a great day, everybody. Thanks for being here. You want to support my channel, you can go over to Venmo. I did put my Venmo information in the link, and there is also a link to my scheduler if you want to have your own magical reading. So have a great Sunday. I will talk to you all soon.